Just it is started recording. Okay, good morning everyone. Whether my voice is clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and the screen is visible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, in the previous classes, we have started the discussion on lighting principles or design factors according to the NBC 2005. Okay, now we will just go and complete this lighting. Very easy parameters are there. We need to just go through that. Okay, now, now there are some points where what method you should go for designing. So one method is mentioned in the NBC 2005, that is called as lumen method, and that is used for artificial lighting for design of interior. Now what we will see, what is there in the lumen method. Lumen, it is nothing but luminous intensity. That word is related here, luminous intensity. What is luminous? How much light you require, how much light, how much brightness you require. Okay na? So now here to start with that lumen method, calculations regarding type and quantity of lighting equipment. Type and quantity. Type means what? Whether it is a CFL, whether it is a what type of luminary, mercury lamp. So those things we need to take. Quantity means how much light. Sorry. What number of that bulbs or luminaries. Luminaries means nothing but the source of light which are emitting. Okay na? So in general word we can call it as bulbs or tubelets. Okay, like that we have to understand. So how many numbers and what type we have to do, and advanced information regarding reflectance. Surface reflectance means if it is very smooth, luminous required from natural lighting is less. If the surface is rough or dark, then the number and that light emitting sources will be required more. Okay, it is very common, correct? Rough surface idre you require more light, correct or not? Shabaz, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
Yes, sir.
ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಿ ನವೀನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಿ. ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಪೂರ್ವ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ಅಪೂರ್ವ ಜಿ, ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಜಿ. Okay, no problem. Ravina madam joined. Okay, good morning, Ravina ji.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. We just had a discussion on this one, lumen method of designing the artificial lighting. So three things: type, quantity of that luminary bodies, surface reflecting, what is the quality of ceiling and floors. So these things we need to keep in mind. Okay, now the lumen method, that step by step, the theory question may be asked. Write the design steps for design method using lumen method. Okay, like that. Determination of illumination level is taken from table number 4. So I will go through that table number 4 once we complete this portion. Okay, now, so in the NBC 2005 edition, table number 4 is giving the standard required luminous intensity in terms of lux given for various activities is mentioned. That is the requirement. Now using that requirement, we have to calculate how much luminous bodies are required. Okay, now selection of light sources. See, for commercial building, one type sources are required. For residential building, one type of sources are required. For street lighting and industrial building, another type of sources are required. Okay, it depends upon the what is that the task what you are going to do. In some cases, color of that bulb which is emitting, that is important. In some cases, brightness pattern is important. Some cases, the temperature on which it is emitting, that is also important. See, some of the points we are going to see. Luminous flux depends upon lumen output. Andre one bulb ಎಷ್ಟು emit ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, one bulb how much it is emitting. Type of luminary, whether it is a mercury, whether it is a CFL, whether it is a LED. Proportion of the room means what? There is a one constant. If it is a very bigger room, what type of CFL you require. If it is the height of the room is increased, then what type of things are required. Okay, these are the theory points. Try to understand the concept. If you understand them, you can manipulate and write it in your own words. Reflectance, just now we have seen, very important. Depreciation of the lumen output of the lamp, because when you purchase, when it was a new thing, so its capacity is more, but 1 year, 2 years after some time, the capacity also decreases with the time. So that is also you should consider. Third is the depreciation, means falling in the quantity due to dust collection or dirt collection. Okay, that is also very important here. Okay, so this is a typical formula. Just see one formula you require here. Okay, what is this? Phi. Phi is what luminous flux of that bulb required. Okay, आपको कितना watt का कितना luminous का bulb चाहिए? So that is equal to EAV into A divided by me. EAV is nothing but average illumination required. That has to be taken from table number 4. Okay, now A is what? Area of that working plane, not the area of room. The area where you are working, no, that you should take. What is mu? Mu is the utilization factor. That is one factor. Generally, it will range from 0.6 to 0.8. Okay, like that you have to understand. Now, what is D? D is what? Whenever after some time, after 1 year, 2 year, this factor will come. What is that factor? It is called as maintenance factor. Generally, maintenance factor can be taken as 1, 1.1, 1.2, or depends upon the maintenance condition you have to take. Now, this is for one bulb calculation. If you want to install more number of bulbs, then what is the formula? N lamp, number of lamps or number of luminaries is equal to the same thing, EAV into A mu D, that is there, divided by one lamp capacity. Divided by one lamp capacity or one luminary capacity will give you the number of lamps. Okay, is that okay for everyone? This formula or this design step?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
whenever they ask the question, try to use all the concepts and write down the things. Okay, so like that you have to understand. Arrangement of luminary. These are the what we are discussing. Standard guidelines for artificial lighting or standard guidelines or design principles, like that. The question will come. So you need to enlist all these points. First thing, arrangement of luminaire standard. If a room is there, if the mounting height of the bulb is A, mounting height of the bulb is A, okay, so what is that A? A is the mounting height. So if you want to fix the number of bulbs in that room, if the big room is there, you give the spacing which is approximately equal to A only. You give the spacing approximately equal to A. If it is a 2 meter, give the spacing, but generally it is not done, but it's a standard practice. Okay, you can see in commercial building like this they are going to do, because it is done by standard architects. One thing. Second thing, if it is in the corner or the last position, you can provide what is the distance with that edge of the wall, 0.5 A. That's called as 0.5 A. Whether this point is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next point is artificial lighting to supplement day lighting. Means what? During the early morning hours or during the evening, the late evening hours, when the sun's altitude, solar altitude is less than 15 degree, then you have to give the artificial lighting. So artificial lighting has to be provided. So minimum condition, what is the minimum requirement in any case, depending upon the safety or ambient lighting? 150 lux or 100 lux, you can take it as a standard one. If it is falling, that natural skylight is the falling below this intensity, then you have to go for artificial lighting. So that is the point I wanted to make here. Is that okay for you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so one second. Energy conservation. So this is an additional point which you have to mention in the design principles. What is that energy conservation? Okay, there are so many steps. One is fixing the window size, window pattern, window arrangement. One thing. Second thing is what? Fixing the luminary bulbs, fixing the spacing of luminary bulbs, fixing the number of luminary bulbs. Second thing. Third thing is what? Providing the solar photovoltaic bulbs. Means what? Using the solar energy which are converted into electrical energy or light energy. Those things are called as solar photovoltaic bulb. These things are used in energy saving. Do you agree with this point? By making the window design, window pattern, window size, you can save energy for lighting. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, by fixing the by fixing the number of bulbs, type of bulbs, quantity of bulbs, arrangement of bulbs, and also you can save the energy. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next point is what? Next point you can understand that by installing the solar photovoltaic luminaries, which convert the solar energy into electrical and light energy, you can also save the energy of this one. Okay, energy efficient. And third point, so third alla, fourth point is what? By controlling automatic system. What is that? If you are using that room, light is automatically on. If you are not using, when you are coming outside, light system is automatically off. From this one also you can save the electricity or energy. Okay, please try to give response, Baba. Just simple sentence are there. Please, if you are giving response, then my I can also go ahead. Naveen, ಇವ್ರು ಶಾಬಾಜ್, ರವೀನ, ಅಪೂರ್ವ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅತಿಯಾ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನೇಹಾ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ರಿ, ನೋ ಅನ್ರಿ, ಹಂಗಲ್ರಿ, ಹಿಂಗ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು ಹೇಳತ್ತೀರಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳತ್ತೀರಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ರೀ, ಏನಾರ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ.
Yes, sir.
ಹಾ, ಸಾಕ್ರಿ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸಾಕು, ನಡೀತದೆ. We can go to the next sentence, no problem. Okay, these are some of the conditions you have to write it down. Whenever they ask principles of lighting, how you can save the energy of that building. See, that first point about the windows, for good distribution of daylight, on a working plane in a room, window height, window width, and height of the sill should be selected in a such a way that greater penetration of light is there, proper distribution of the light is there. Two things are there. Okay, so these are the points we have to. What is the standard one? Window height generally 1.2 meter in commercial, and window 1 to 1.2 meter are the standard window height. Okay, now what is the sill height for standard one? So if you give 0.9 to 0.7, so that will be give more penetration as well as greater distribution. This is the standard one. Third thing, what is that? If the room is wider, bigger room, then you should to provide opposite windows. Okay, now always you try to give light color ceiling finish so that internal reflecting component of that lighting is arranged or achieved. What I am telling, if you give light color painting which has a capacity of reflectance more, okay, that time you get IRC component more. Okay, that is the one point. So by providing all these things, 7% up to 7% can be achieved. Okay, second point, first one was windows, second is for bulbs, what we call it as bulb luminaries. Okay, those things, how to get that one? Distribution of luminaries generally 2 to 3 meter in a bay of 3 to 4 meter width. Means what? If this is a room, so here 3 to 4 meter is there, so width is there, like that you can give 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter, like that bulb is given, whatever may be the length. So that is the first point. Separation point of luminaries 2 to 3 meter. Second, in that is okay. Try to provide central region lighting so that distribution of light is more. Try to provide wherever window is there, opposite of that one you provide the bulb. So that is the two common things. Okay, now what is that? Artificial lighting, this one we have covered, I think. Okay, so there are some cases. Okay, there are some cases how to choose the source of that bulb, how to choose the source of that bulb. In some cases, high pressure sodium vapor lamp which have high luminous capacity are not suitable for commercial. Try to understand, these are there for street lighting type of a work. Okay, where brightness requirement is more but coloring importance is less. But in commercial building, coloring rendering index is more but brightness pattern is not so important. So that's why you are avoiding sodium vapor lamp in commercial area. Okay, so like that you have to go. Standard mounting height 7 meters for whatever may be the bulb, for standard is 7 meters. Okay, so what other point? What is that? Following recommendation, these are some of the recommendation which are very common. Okay, for residential building, CFL, proper CRI CCT. What is proper CRI CCT? I know what is CCT. Okay, construction technology. Your branch name, your USN is there, no? CCT.
Yes, sir.
Wrong. Color rendering index and
This one?
color temperature. Okay, CCT. Yes.
No, not this one, sir. So you were talking about the code of that our branch, no? CCT.
Okay. वो मैं थोड़ा
That is construction technology.
okay, okay, my okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, for for residential building, CFL with proper CRI CCT are used. Okay, for industrial building, for industrial lighting, the mounting height is very important because you want more brighter things. You want more brighter space where mounting height is very important. Okay, so two things are considered. Okay. Now, cleaning schedule, that is what we call it as the maintenance schedule. If any dirt is there, if you do the proper maintenance, life of luminaries will increase. The proper, what is that, emission of light will takes place. That is the first one. Photo controls. Photo control means what? When you are using that room, automatically lights will be there present on, and when you are not using, when you come out, that time automatically switch off. That is called as the photo controls of artificial light. And what is that last one? Solar photovoltaic system. Solar photovoltaic system. These are the things which convert normal daylight solar energy into artificial light energy during night or whenever it is required. So these can be used in solar lantern, in homes, in street lighting. All of these things can be utilized. Okay. Is that okay? What about lighting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the common types of lighting wherever you require are we have seen ambient or general, task or accent. Three types are there. See, ambient means what? You want how much space of that room is there. That is, we call it as ambient. Let us say you are in a hall. So that time, that type of lighting, what we call it as ambient or general lighting, ambient or general lighting, it will give sense of space. Here, whatever lighting you are providing, it will give overall illumination. Only here is safety is concerned. Safety kind of a thing is concerned in ambient lighting. These are not the design principles. It's a just basic concept of different type of lighting. See, broad classification, whenever they have asked in the exam, then you should write natural lighting, that is day lighting. Second is artificial lighting. Okay, those two things are important, but these are what another type of a classification just to have understand. This is an example for ambient or general lighting. Task lighting means whenever you are doing some specific operation, for that working plane only you require lighting arrangement. That is called as a task lighting. Light is in office, light like it is in study room or reading room. Accent lighting means what? You want to give a what is that importance to that structure and along with that neighboring structure such that one common movement of the passage is achieved. That is what we call it as accent lighting. Accent lighting means what? Such as a lighting arrangement on paintings, sculptures. Okay, so this type of lighting things we call it as art accent lighting. Is that okay? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now we'll just go to the NBC code. See, almost all things, whatever that we have done, we have discussed these things only in a broader concept. Okay, now, so in the see here, first you go through the notes. Means what? Whenever you are preparing, no, just go through the notes. Second, very important thing is you have to read NBC for all the components, whatever thing is there for lighting, for ventilation, you have to at least one time go through this NBC codebook. So there more details are provided. Okay, understand the basic concept. That's all. So here aims of lighting, how we can realize. Okay, how we can realize those aims have been given. Okay, so these things we have discussed. And what is that? This is the different types of requirement that is also discussed, and we have discussed about glare and what is glare, how we can do the glare. Okay. And what is this? This what we are so many times we have discussed. What is this table number? Shabas.
ಹಾ ಸರ್
ಕೇಳಾಕತ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ.
ಹಾ ಸರ್ ಕೇಳಾಕತ್ತೀನಿ.
ಇದು ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ?
ಸರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಅಲ್ಲೋ ಮ್ಯಾಲಿಂದು ಮಾರಾಯ, ನಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಳಕಿಸಿ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮ್ಯಾಲಿಂದ ನೋಡಲ್ಲ.
So recommended values of illuminance.
Luminance from exam point of view not at all important. Just to understand the things. Okay na? Here the lux, the luminous intensity required. What are all these? EAV. which have been used in the calculation of that intensity. What is that method? In the just starting of the class, one method we have discussed. What is that? I'm writing it down.
Luminance.
Lumen method of designing the artificial lighting. In that, EAV is there, no? EAV. Just try to remember, phi equal to EAV into A divided by mu into D. Is a formula
Into 5.
into phi. Where is that phi?
No, correct, sir.
Correct. If it is n, then the phi will come here. Okay. So like that. Okay. EAV, the standard illuminance required are all these values. So for so many tasks they have given. A is what? That room area or working plane area. Mu is that on efficiency factor. D is what? Maintenance factor. Like that you have to understood. Now, if you notice these things, only one luminous value is given or three luminous values are given. Try to understand. आपको वो डाउट आना चाहिए था, क्यों नहीं आया? That doubt should have come. What is that? Range of EAV is given, not a single value of EAV. Why? Okay, I will explain. Now, whatever task you are taking, if errors are very costly, मतलब ऑपरेशन कर रहा है, अगर कुछ भी गड़बड़ हो गया ना, बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. So that is called as error importance. If errors, whatever they are there, no, if they occur, then the what is that? Errors are very costly. Means what? You cannot rectify the errors if they happen. Then you always take higher values. If errors are not costly, okay, errors आया तो भी चलेगा. Like just like walking on the ground, walking on the street. If any small errors are there, then EAV should be taken as lesser one. In other cases, normal middle value is taken. For standard, this one. Okay. See here, for agriculture and all, these are the standard. Whenever is there any highest, what is that? Highest point. Okay. Can you see any highest task which has highest value of EAV? 700. What is that? 700. Plate or strip inspection. Some inspection is going on. For that, you require most. Can you see anywhere? What is that? Anywhere medical related luminous is given. This is not a medical related one, but still you can see the values of luminary index required is high. Why? What is the task there? What is the task there? Here
Because of clarity, sir, for color to match to, maybe for matching colors we need
colors,
more lighting, so we can see clearly what colors are there and difference in coloring.
exactly.
So we need more lighting over there.
Very good. Here, what will be the error? If error happens, is it a error is costly or not costly? Can just tell me in that word. Error will be very costly. Error will be
Sir.
very good. Like that you have to understand. Okay. So now I just, where is that 2000? Okay, no, not at all required. Okay. So like that, 4 many types of works are given. Not at all necessary to remember all the things. Okay. But you can remember 2 or 3 tasks. Okay, to write it down in the exam. Okay. Okay. So many things are there. And design principles, how to get that light in entrance, exit. Okay. So those things we have covered. Okay. From this one only I have taken. That is not a big thing. Okay. But you have to go through this one. That lumen method, whatever we have discussed, no, it is there. Okay, that formula just now we have seen is there. And also we have gone through this, what is this? Energy conservation. And this graph is not so important. Okay. Okay, that for good distribution of integration of daylight with artificial light, these are some of the things. Okay, so depending upon the task required, what type of luminaries we have to take, CFL with proper CRI CCT, these 3 points try to remember. Okay, I think it is completed. Last one is photo control and photovoltaic systems you have to provide. So related to energy efficiency. Is that okay for everyone? Lighting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, no, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now shall we go to the ventilation portion? Ventilation. Ventilation. Shall we go or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So ventilation means what? From general understanding, from what you have understood, what is ventilation? In a rough words, can you tell me? Ventilation.
Flow of air.
Proper circulation of air within the
Yes.
building.
In the building, yes, correct. First point or basic point. What is it is provided ventilation? To give fresh air, to remove the odors, to maintain the temperature inside for human comfort. For human comfort.
Also
So
for lighting, sir.
ventilation is for lighting. Huh? How it is related?
Sir, it will also give some lighting during the day night or daylight during the
Sunlight.
day, no, sir.
So natural light, sir.
Natural light, natural light.
No, you are telling about windows. Correct? Huh?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
So
ventilation.
ventilation can be anything, no, sir. Windows, doors, or small openings.
Okay. You correct. What you are telling is, see here, ventilation, lighting are the process. Okay. Windows, lights, fans are the tools. Okay, are the tools. Like you have to understand. So window is a tool or something mechanical equipment which is used for both ventilation and both lighting. Okay. You cannot say ventilation is helpful for lighting. It's somewhat different, but windows, which are equipment or the tools, will be helpful for both ventilation and lighting. Whatever you are telling, that is 100% correct. That is 100% correct. The openings which are there to provide ventilation will also act as a medium for lighting or natural lighting. That is exactly correct, madam. Yes, correct. Okay, na? Yes, very good. So ventilation is nothing but air circulation or air movement. Air circulation or air movement. Inside to outside of that room, outside to inside of that room, top to bottom, bottom to up. All the things are important here. That is what ventilation is. Okay, it is a process to maintain comfortable environment. What are the environmental parameters which make you comfortable? Temperature. Okay, humidity. What do you mean by humidity?
Heat, high temperature, sir.
No. Humidity.
Some
What do you mean?
moisture content.
Very good. You should not tell moisture content. It is called as water vapor. Okay. In other words, moisture content is also correct. Okay, it is also correct. I'm not telling it is wrong. But generally, we call it as percentage of water vapor. Percentage of water vapor present in a given area. That we call it as humidity. More humid means what? More water vapor is present. Okay, na? Like that it is understood. In winter, it is a less humid. Temperature is less in winter, but temperature is less. Humidity is also very less because it is a dry kind of a thing. If water vapor is present more, then it will give more effect. What is that? More comfortableness. Okay, like that you have to understand. Okay, temperature, humidity, oxygen. These three things are there. To maintain them within the standard limits, we require that process. We call it as ventilation. It's called as ventilation. So generally, ventilation unit is in terms of air volume. Simple words में मैं समझाता हूँ. How to do the ventilation? What is the unit of ventilation? आपको कैसा बोलना है? एक रूम है, एक रूम में एक रूम का वॉल्यूम कितना है? Let us say 20 cubic meter. total volume, 20 cubic meter total volume. Now through that window or through that duct means जो बड़े बड़े buildings में रहते हैं ना, that is called as duct. How much air is getting inside, okay, per unit time. How much air is getting inside means what? 10 cubic meter or 1 cubic meter or 2 cubic meter or how much air is getting inside and how much air is getting outside. Inside air is always fresh, outside is always used air. So that volume of air which is coming inside and going outside is nothing but air volume. So generally ventilation is always discussed in terms of air volume. You may call it per person also. So when you go design and design principles, then some things will come air volume per person per day or per hour. So like that the things will come. Okay, like but standard basic unit is air volume. If that air volume 1 cubic meter per hour, then we call it as rate of entry. Rate of entry. Air volume per time or whatever may be the time, per hour or per day, no, per something, no, then we call it as rate of air. Then we call it as rate of air entry rate. So these two things are interchangeably used. Air volume, another is rate of flow. It is called as rate of flow. Is that okay for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wait, okay.
Yes.
Shabaz, okay, namaste. Okay. The purpose of ventilation, very common. Oxygen, respiration products are removed, cooking, heat, moisture, which are excess are removed. Very important is CO2 is removed. Okay. So remove the contaminants such as what? Water vapor, heat, smell, gases. These things we require ventilation. Other things, the pollutants we have to remove. Okay, indoor aerosol pollutants, what are these? Carpet fiber, furniture fibers, ये जो भी है ना, they are all in the condition of suspension. वो थोड़ा physics से chemistry में आता है, suspended material, colloidal material. So all those things will be present inside a room which are not good for human health. So those things are also should be removed. Okay, that is one thing. Purpose of ventilation, standard question may be there. Prevent the entry of heat from outside or to control the increase of heat, to control the decrease of heat. Both way it is possible. Maximize the heat loss inside. These things are explaining in a warm zone, but that should not be there in cold countries. No, there you need to maintain the heat. So these are the what is the subjective in nature. These are called as subjective in nature principles. Generally, when you are writing it in exam, you have to write like this: prevent the heat from outside. Okay, maximize the heat loss means what? You have to extract the heat. Generally heat is produced to what? Cooking, kitchen, okay, and human respiration, human activities, okay. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದು, if it is an industrial thing, the manufacturing process or industrial activities, so all those things will be there. And very important is machine itself may produce the heat, such as radiation. Okay, some plant and equipments are such a way that whenever they are working, they are producing the heat. That is second thing. Very important thing is that solar radiation which is coming and hitting the roof or slab of that building, slowly that heat and radiation is transferred to the room using the slab, because concrete is allowing to transfer the heat. So all those things, heat can be removed. So that is the principle or purpose of ventilation. Unpleasant odor, that is okay. Clean the air content, that is also okay. Prevent the heat intensity machines, okay, such as a lathe machine is there in any small workshops and all. And also very important, through the light also heat is coming. Okay, through the light also heat is coming, maybe daylight, maybe artificial light. So both bulbs are also emitting the heat. Okay, so reduces the increase in CO2, very important. That is what we have to control. These are the specific purpose of ventilation. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Very good. Now, typical ventilation system. See, there are so many classification you can do: natural ventilation, artificial ventilation. So, like that, artificial and the mechanical ventilation. We call it as mechanical ventilation. In natural ventilation, only openings are provided, inlet, exit. try to understand this concept. Simple concept. Inlet, exit. Okay. One it is for natural ventilation. In mechanical ventilation, some equipments such as fans, such as ducts, such as compressors, such as anything which have been present in that room, then those type of ventilation system we call it as a mechanical system. Another thing will come, AC. What is this AC? AC andre no alternate current eno Shahbaz?
Air conditioner, sir.
Air
Air
conditioner.
conditioner, sir.
Very good. Simple hai na? Subject is simple, no problem. In natural ventilation and in mechanical ventilation, you are just allowing a fresh air and making that one exit air. It's two things. But you are not controlling the temperature, or you are not changing the temperature of air. Okay. Third is filtration you are not doing, and you are not taking the water vapor or adding the water vapor. That means humidity is not controlled. These three things will not be present in natural and mechanical ventilation, but these three things, temperature control, filtration, and water vapor, that is humidity adding or removing, those three things are present in ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದ ಅದು ನವೀನ್ ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದ ನಾನು ಬರ್ದ್ನಲ್ಲೋ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ದೊಳಗೆ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ದೊಳಗೆ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ so those three things were not present in these things, but I have written something else, no, in that
Air
it is present, correct? In ACs
Yes,
and all, you control the temperature, no, you control the humidity level, you control the dust entry, bacteria entry, all those things are generally controlled. So that is what we call it as air conditioning. You are altering the condition or quality of air. Here in natural and mechanical, you are just controlling the rate of flow. You are just controlling the rate of flow, air volume, how much air volume is coming, how much air volume is existing. Typical ventilation, there is an inlet, there is an outlet. Okay, there may be fan, exhaust fan, such that it is creating negative pressure, so that through this negative pressure all the air is sucked and thrown outside, and which will also create a negative pressure here, so that outside pressure is also getting entry. One concept. Okay na? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay, very good. This is natural. If there is a mechanical, see, in a natural, fan will not come. Mechanical means something extra is coming. In mechanical ventilation, so many combinations are there. If for inlet, mechanical component such as fan is fixed, and here no fan is fixed, only the entry of air is made forcibly, but exit is made normally. That is first classification. Second classification is what? Here you are fixing the fan, which is called as exhaust fan, which is sucking the air inside, so that outside air is also automatically get inside. So this is called as second type of classification. Third type of classification, both inlet and both outlet, we are fixing the fans or some mechanical equipment, which is creating both pressure difference. So air is getting inside with forcibly, and air is getting outside also forcibly. This is the third combination in the mechanical system. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in this diagram you can see
Yes,
here.
sir.
Very good. Whatever we call it as in a natural ventilation, we call it as one effect, that is called as stack effect. What do you mean by stack effect? Due to the temperature difference outside of the room, inside of the room, and top of the room, bottom of the room, always the cool air or fresh air, cool and fresh air is ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಜಮಾ ಆಗ್ತದಪ್ಪ, ತೆಳಗಾಗ್ತದೋ ಮೇಲಾಗ್ತದೋ? Whether it is going to accumulate, cool air or fresh air, where it is going to deposit generally, where it is concentrated?
At top, sir.
Huh?
Top, sir.
Exhaust fan ni bottom ದಾಗ ಕುಂದಿರ್ತೀಯ, ಟಾಪ್ ದಾಗ ಕುಂದಿರ್ತೀಯ?
Bottom, sir. Bottom.
Top.
Okay. See, always used air is lighter. Used air is generally we call it as lighter. Fresh air, which is cooler air. Cool air is always has density more, so it is always at the bottom of that system. Bottom of that system. So always you provide intake at the bottom. Intake at the bottom of that room, which is has an opening through the outside. Okay. So fresh cool air which will get here at the low level of that room, used and exhaust air is liberated through the topmost openings. It is a general thing. Why? Cool air or exhaust air has a temperature more. So temperature is increased. Obviously, it is what is that? Density of that air is reduced. Okay, this is a typical what we call it as balanced ventilation. It's called as balanced ventilation. Here, multiple systems are there used. Entry, so here it can go to the other compartments, and exit also it can be controlled through the so many compartments. It's a combination. It's a combination. So these are called as exhaust. These are called as exhaust fans, which will have a passage to used air, which will go. This is one typical exhaust fan, which is creating a negative pressure at the outlet, negative pressure at that zone. Okay, now. Ventilation system layout. What do you mean by ventilation system layout? For a small building, layout is not so important. But for a bigger building, the layout is made in a such a way that ducts are placed in a corridor. Ducts are placed in a corridor in pipes just below the ceiling. Just below the ceiling. So there are generally two pipes are there. One is inlet to fresh air, which is running throughout the corridor, which is the main pipe. From that main pipe, separate branches are taken to the different rooms. Separate branches are made and taken to the different rooms. From there, small openings at different locations of the room, fresh air is coming. That is one type of a system. In another pipe, the used air or exhaust air is collected through separate system of ducts, so that this is gone and removed to the atmosphere. Is that okay? System, how it is working?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good, very good.
Yes,
So
sir.
generally pipes should be flexible in nature. Flexible pipes, so that bends are controlled. Bends ಇರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Bends should not be present. And whatever things we are calling no here, we call it as grills. Grills and diffusers. Grills and diffusers. Okay. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏರ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು? ಒಂದ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪೈಪ್ ಲಿಂದ ಬಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೋದು ಬೇಕು, ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪೋರ್ ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಬರೋದು ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಏರ್?
Slow, sir.
Slow, diffused, which has a normal speed. So that is what we call it as diffusers. Call it as diffusers. Is that okay? So this is the typical flexible pipe duct, so that bend is avoided. From there, diffusers are there, and from there, fresh air is entering into the room. Fresh air is entering into the room. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. So here we have seen two types of ventilation: natural, artificial. Artificial is nothing but mechanical ventilation. Is called as mechanical ventilation. Natural ventilation is generally taking place due to the temperature difference. Due to the temperature difference between indoor and outdoor. Second thing is wind. Wind is making that air getting inside and it is taking outside. Two things. One is temperature control. Second is wind control. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One second. That is not a big thing here. Windows, fresh air, exhaust air. So many times you have seen. Okay. What do you mean by stack effect? Just now discuss. Stack effect का मतलब क्या? Stack effect. What is that stack effect? If the room outside temperature near the top is more and the cool air is coming here, okay, at the bottom. So this temperature difference making that one into just get entry. So this effect is called as the stack effect. Is that clear? ये जो है ना, ये जो used air है warm रहता है, so generally it is situated at the top. so it can go outside easily. But at the bottom of that room, temperature is less, so that it is creating one negative type of a pressure, so that outer cool air is also getting inside. This effect we call it as a stack effect. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, inside a room, that wind entry speed should always be less than 5 meter per second. Whatever the wind entry through window or through fan, it should be less than 5 meter per second. Then we call it as comfortable. If it is more than them, then we call it as uncomfortable, unpleasant, dangerous. Okay, so like that you have to understand. Okay. Okay. Shall we stop today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow my class is there at 10:30.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will take tomorrow class. Okay. So this thing we will complete and the NBC, the ventilation NBC, you also should complete. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Any doubts in today's class? Very easy, no?
Yes, sir.
Very easy.
Sir, portion for IA, sir.
IA portion, first module and half of the second module we will keep. Okay.
Okay, sir.
अभी 20th को है ना, today is 11th.
Yes, sir.
Another
20th.
another 5-6 days we will cover. Okay, till that we will go into do.
So share the videos also, sir. Class videos.
Yes.
Sir, even PPT you share, sir, this slide.
Yes. Tomorrow I am going to upload all the things. Or today also I will check. Okay.
Sir, question bank also.
Yes. वो क्वेश्चन बैंक क्वेश्चन बैंक तो टाइम लगेगा क्योंकि फर्स्ट आई हैव टू prepare that one. But notes, videos already they are present, so I can upload it today or tomorrow, no problem. But that
Okay,
question bank,
Okay, sir.
3 to 4 days I require. Okay, I will give before well in advance
Okay, sir.
before the exam. Okay, no problem.
Because you have to prepare notes also, na, sir, this time.
Yes,
so little.
yes. Okay, I will try to give on Monday or Tuesday. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. No
Okay,
problem.
sir. Okay, sir.
Maximum Monday or Tuesday I will definitely give. So I need some. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಾರ್ದ ಹಂಗ ಹೊಂಟ್ರು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರು ಉಳ್ಕಿದ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ತಡ್ರಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೇನೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ Okay, one second, not here. Okay, madam, no problem. You can give the attendance by writing USN and name. Okay, any doubt you can ask me. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇವ್ರೆ ಅಪೂರ್ವ ಮೇಡಮ್ ರವೀನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅತಿಯಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ನೇಹಾ
Yes,
ಮೇಡಮ್
sir. Yes, sir.
ಓಕೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಐತಿ ಇದೇನಿಲ್ಲ
Yes, sir.
ಓಕೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು